So again, I swing trade. So swing trading means basically I'm trading over a longer period of time. So the pip movements I'm going to be getting are going to be a lot bigger. Like I'd be looking at 1,000 pip movements. Whereas when you're day trading, normally a standard day's worth of trading, you'd move between 50 and 60 pips. So yeah, you can see swing trading is a lot longer. So you're going to be in that trade for a good few weeks, maybe in even a few months. Whereas day trading, you're going to be looking for sort of 30, 40, 50 pips movement. So that's why time frame is important as well. But for me as a swing trader, I'll show you how I'd swing trade. I'd normally go to, so we're on the pound dollar here. I'd normally go down to the monthly. And the reason I do this is because I want to see, like on a longer time scale, what direction we're going in. So this is the monthly chart for the pound dollar, and you can see here we are on a downward trajectory. So I'd put my trend line somewhere probably around there. So trend lines are literally just guidelines. They're not, it doesn't mean that nothing can bust past this. Sometimes you get nice big wicks out and then they'll come back in and continue the trend. It happens, so don't be fooled by trend lines thinking that they're a solid line and as soon as they're broken, that's it. That's not always the case. You can also put another trend line in here. The reason I put this trend line in is because we're on a downward movement and I am looking for that break to the upside. So say for example, like because this is in the monthly, this is going to be like a year's worth of trading. But say for example, it did bust out of here and then it got to here, I'd want, because there's obviously a strong resistance there, I'd want that to bust through before it, so it confirms to me that that's actually a breakout and not a fake out. And then what it will normally do is it will come back down to sort of kiss this line and then bugger off again in an ideal scenario, but we don't have to worry about that now. I'm just showing you why I put that trend line in. That's my main trend line because we're on a down and I'm looking for that breakout. I'll get rid of that as well. So you could put another trend line in here because we're sort of in a falling wedge there by the looks of it. Something like this. So yeah, I put those trend lines in just so I know what we're working with on the much longer time frame. And then what I'll do is I'll go down onto the daily and then have a look where we are within our trend lines there. And then you can, so you'll always get trends within trends. You'll get unsustainable trends within sustainable trends. Now the monthly was a sustainable downward trend. On the daily, you can see we get some sort of unsustainable trends here. So that, I mean, to me, that looks fairly bearish. So I'd draw a trend line, something like this. So it's not actually that bearish yet. So what's happened is obviously we've come up here. We're working within our main trend lines and we've busted out this mini trend line here. But again, we haven't broken this here. So if we have a look on the horizontal lines, that to me is quite a clear support. So yes, we've broken that trend line, but we haven't broken that support yet. And any other, if you're quite familiar with trading as well, you can also see a sort of a double top forming here. And it's, to be honest with you, that is textbook double top. So if you don't know what a double top is, basically it's making this shape here. And in patterns, that's normally a reversal if it breaks this. They call this the neckline, this bit here, the M shape. If it breaks that neckline, that's normally a confirmation of it's going to go down a bit further. So this is what I'm looking at as I'm working with this chart now, I'm thinking, right, so it's broken out of this trend line. It hasn't busted past this main support yet. So it's not a confirmed breakout for me. This could be a fake out. But I'm also seeing this pattern here, the double top. So if this does break this trend line here, it's also broken its neckline. There's a good, strong possibility that if it does this, bust through, there's a strong possibility it might just come back and touch that, and it could come back down here, which could be working its way back down to this trend line here. Is everyone following me so far? Are we happy with what I'm saying, or has anyone got any questions?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think